Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your host for the most underdone toast here, coming live. This is episode 32 of Road to 2000 ELO in chess. Now, unfortunately, today's video is going to be very short because I actually recorded my two games. I was commentating the entire time, and then at the end, I was reviewing my video, editing it, and I was like, oh, I was recording the wrong monitor the entire time. Because I was messing with some things earlier, and I had switched which monitor to record. So sorry about that, guys. This is going to be a really short video because we're simply going to analyze these two games and call it good there. Okay, so first guy I was up against was a 1362. He played very well. We start off with an opening that I was not very familiar with. It's called the English opening. So I just decided to take control of the center and get my knight out. It looks like I played okay for the most part in the beginning. The big mistake that I started to make, though, was one of the obvious things in chess, which is not to move a piece more than once in the opening. So I brought my bishop back. That hurt me a little bit. I moved my knights. That hurt me a little bit. I try to offer a knight trade, which he declines. Then I move my knight again. So we're just moving the same pieces over and over. And all the while, we're actually weakening our position. Right, now this bishop has nowhere to go because he already has control of this file, and my bishop's not able to escape over here. So my bishop is severely weakened, and we're just not in a great spot overall. So I try to clear up my position a little bit. It doesn't really help me very much in the bar. I try to protect this pawn a little bit more. Do a quick trade. I'm not sure why he made this move. I never did figure it out. It gave me a little bit of a boost, but I guess I didn't take full advantage. In fact, let me see what it wants me to do with him moving there. Just kind of a weird spot. Okay, it wanted me to move here, which I didn't. I instead pushed the pawn, which initiated a trade of knights. I did offer a queen trade here. I was hoping I would be able to attack this piece and then fork these two, but of course he did have the move to cover with his bishop, which is what he did, except he went to the wrong side. It's saying that I should be moving up right here and just like going full on attack mode with my queen. I didn't recognize that, so instead I just decided to take the trade, move our queens out of the way. And then this is basically what cost me the game right here. As you guys know, spoiler alert, I lost the game. But what I could have done is take, and then he would have taken with his bishop, attacking my queen, and then I would have moved my queen probably right here. Instead, I try to block things off more, and that just like absolutely devastated my game, because what he was able to do is take. Instead of moving back, I just took him, and then he was able to threaten my queen. So now he's threatening a bishop and a queen. Of course, I have to move the queen, and I blundered the queen. Like, it's just not a great game for us, guys. Blunder the queen, and then he starts to chase me around a little bit. And I knew that I was losing really badly because he's up by 7. And he has a better position than I do. So basically, I was just going for a Hail Mary at this point. My plan was to try and take control of this diagonal with my bishop and attack the king with a rook and a knight. Unfortunately, it did not work out. I did give up my back rank, which allowed him to come in with a checkmate simply by locking my king in that spot. So, not a great start, but I made some pretty obvious mistakes there. Such as not developing different pieces in the opening, blundering my queen, allowing him to attack my queen and bishop at the same time. So, I mean, pretty obvious mistakes. We don't have to do a ton of deep diving into that game. Okay, now this game was kind of fun because of where our kings turned out. So I play the queen's gambit. He declined. I do play all the correct moves. So I have a slight edge in the beginning. Try to go a little more offensive with my knights, and then cover these two pieces with my pawn. Now, unfortunately, I made a mistake by moving back. And the reason for that is because he's able to gain a pawn on me. So what happened is he forks a pawn and a bishop. I decide not to take. I decide to push back because I didn't want him to stop me from castling. Okay, because he's already castled. He has his rook right down this file. And the only thing blocking it with this move is my pawn. So I said, hey, I need a castle. That's what I'm going to do. And he's able to take me. I take him back, but I am down 1 point of material, unfortunately. He brings his knight up for some reason. Not exactly sure why. But I don't know. Maybe I could have done something I think I could have won a pawn back because he did that. Right? He takes, take. Or even better, I could have gone here, forcing a queen trade. Right? I think that would be better. But I missed that. Wasn't able to win my pawn back. I instead was just trying to get into a better position to attack him. I think I moved here because I wanted to take over this file with one of my rooks and move my queen around. Yeah, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to attack this space with my queen and with my bishop. Because if my bishop were to go here, I'd be forking a queen and a rook. And if my queen were covering that bishop, then I'd be winning one of those two pieces. So that was my plan. Didn't quite work out because he actually saw what I was doing, which I was very surprised by. So I move back, prepare for my attack, and he sees it. So he moves his rook. Actually hurts him a little bit, which was surprising, but it makes a lot of sense what he could have done instead. Instead, he could have pushed his pawn. I would have had to move away, push his pawn again, and then I would have been just dealing with this pawn, who would be 2 spaces away from becoming a queen, right? I can't take him because he's covering it with 2 different pieces at the moment. So that makes sense as to why he was supposed to push his pawn. He didn't. I try to bring in my other rook to get all my pieces in on the action because it's obvious that everything's taking place over here now. Whoops. Whoopsies. Let's go back to where we were. Okay. So, in order to further protect this pawn, he moves back, which gives me a big boost. Okay, I mean, as you can see, it's flipping a little bit just because it wants him to push this pawn and he's not doing it. That's kind of what's creating the jags right here. I push my pawn and he brings his bishop back to the back row. Now, all of his pieces are on his back row except for pawns. This is why I have such a significant advantage. My pieces aren't exactly perfect either, but I am in more of an offensive position. I start to push the pawns. This opens up his defense, and instead of doing something on this side, he instead just decides to push a pawn. And that is, in my opinion, what gave me the game, because then I was able to bring my queen over, put him in check, push the pawn. He just ignores what I'm doing. I push the pawn again. He, in a last-ditch attempt, he tries to put me in check. What he should have done is he should have moved here in order to stop my queen. Then I would have taken his rook. He would have taken me. So then I would have been up in material by 2 points, which is why it's so high right now. But he didn't even do that. He just brings his queen down, tries to stop me, and then he moves back, and that's what gives me the checkmate. It's because I'm able to work my pawn and queen together, put him in a corner, and there's no way to take him out. So, we're currently at 1334. I believe that is 1 ELO higher than yesterday. And, I mean, every little bit counts. I like where we're at right now. I like where we're heading. And 2000 is looking closer and closer someday. Anyway, sorry again that I wasn't able to record. Well, I did record, but sorry again that I recorded the wrong screen and wasn't able to post the games for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed the analysis, though. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, favorite, donate, and share. And I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Thanks again for watching. Peace out.